Hello and welcome to another opportunity to attract the man of your dreams and to become the life-affirming and confident woman who naturally attracts high-quality men. Today I want to show you how to tell if he loves you. How can you be sure if the man that you started dating is already in love with you? Or, in case you are already in a relationship, how can you be sure that your boyfriend truly loves you? Or maybe you are married and you want to know if your husband still loves you or if he has ever loved you. Here are the signs that show you that the man that you are with, no matter if you are dating him for a week or for a decade, loves you. And the first sign that he loves you is that he respects your opinion and he values your ideas. He's not just focused on your body. And please don't get me wrong, physical attraction is very important in a relationship and it's equally important in a marriage. But if it's only physical attraction and not a heart-centered connection, then I cannot speak about love. But if there is a heart-centered connection and he's not only focused on your body, but he's also focused on your mind, on your heart, on what you value and on what you think about certain things that affect him, but also that affect you or that affect the world. This means that he truly cares about you, not just as a beautiful woman, as the physical form that you are, but also as the spiritual being that you are, and also as the human being that you are. And this means that he values you and that he loves you. And when he gets vulnerable and maybe even emotional during or after intimacy. If you're, for example, in bed with a man and you have the feeling that being intimate with him is just a physical act, it's just lust, desire, but it has nothing to do with a heart-centered connection, then he most likely doesn't love you. Then all he can focus on is his own pleasure, and maybe he focuses a little bit on your pleasure, but not that much. This is a man who doesn't love you. This is a man who just uses you for bedroom fun. But what if you experience intimacy with a man who truly loves you? It's completely different. It's completely different, and I know that from so many of my coaching clients who've experienced it. It's different because he gets vulnerable. It's different because he might even be overwhelmed by his own emotions. And I had coaching clients who have helped to find the man of their dreams, who then told me that they've never experienced it before, that a man had tears in his eyes after intimacy with them. Why? Because he's so filled with love that this physical act, or let's say this act that's usually in our society only described as something physical, especially with all these naughty videos on the internet, it's always described as something only physical. However, when there's love involved, then this physical act becomes something heart-centered and it becomes something spiritual. And then he might not be able to control his emotions. And this can be a clear sign that this man loves you. And what if he wants to make sure that you are safe and protected? This also means that this man truly cares about you and that he's most likely in love with you. And it can be small things. For example, when you get in the car, that he makes sure that you're wearing your seatbelt. Or, for example, if you are riding a motorcycle and he makes sure that you're wearing your protective gear, that you're wearing your helmet. Or if, for example, you're finishing work late and he then offers you to pick you up because he doesn't want you to walk home in the dark, even though it might just be a 10-minute walk. These are all signs that this man truly cares about you. And I know from my experience from coaching so many women that some women still struggle with differentiating between controlling behavior and caring behavior that is the result of him wanting you to be safe and protected. And the best advice I can give when it comes to that is to listen to your heart. A man who's controlling is messing with your mind, but a man who wants you to be safe and protected is touching your heart. There's a big difference in that. And you are more important to him than the opinions of his friends or the opinion of one of his friends. I mean, in the best case scenario, all his friends like you. But maybe there's one friend of his and he's a complete loser and he's jealous and he's just toxic and he tells him that you are not the right woman for him. But because his love to you is so strong, he doesn't care about that. This is also a clear sign that he loves you. And he gives you the gifts that are an expression of his love for you. He doesn't just buy you any random stuff and says, hey, happy Valentine's Day, hey, happy birthday. And you look at the present he gave you and you think to yourself, why did he buy that for me? When it comes to the presence of a man who truly loves you, there's always an emotional component. He chooses something that he knows you like, or at least he hopes you like it. And maybe it's also something that's not really expensive when it comes to a monetary value, but it's really valuable to you and to him because he loves you so much, and because this gift, this present that he gives you, is an expression of his love. And when you get that gift, you will know the difference. And he's so devoted to you that he thinks about you whenever he makes a decision. No matter if he makes a decision in regards to his career, in regards to a job change, maybe when it comes to moving somewhere, or maybe even when it comes to planning a holiday, he wants to make sure that he makes the right decision, not just for himself, but also for you and for you together as a team. And this man is devoted to you. And if you want to have the ability, if you want to have the power to make any man, yes, also the man of your dreams, devoted to you, then I recommend that you click on the first link in the description, or you go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted. That's gethimkeephim.com/devoted. And then you can watch this video till the very end and then decide for yourself if you want to invest in the devotion sequence. In my opinion, and also from the experience of so many of my amazing coaching clients, the devotion sequence, or let's say the devotion system, the devotion sequence is a part of the devotion system, is the best program that I've ever came across when it comes to your ability to make any man devoted to you. So click on the first link in the description if you're ready to find out more. And a man who truly loves you values spending quality time with you. When he's with you, he doesn't want to play any game on his smartphone. He doesn't want to play a game on the Xbox, on the PlayStation. He wants no distractions at all. He just has eyes for you. He's so into you that he can just talk to you, look at you, and enjoy the time with you. And he always tries to surprise you with new creative date ideas, even though you are already together for such a long time. Maybe you're already dating for a couple of months, maybe even a couple of years. But because this man loves you so much, he comes up with new date ideas all the time. And he makes an effort because he cares about you and because he cares about your relationship. And he's ready to change his attitude and his behavior in an attempt to improve your relationship. If you, for example, have an argument, instead of doing what so many insecure and also narcissistic men do, which is to blame you or which is to pretend that they are the victim, he acts in a very mature way. If he has done something that is clearly wrong, or if he has done something that he shouldn't do, or that he maybe even doesn't want to do, if he says something to you that hurts you, if you have an argument, he afterwards looks into himself, he feels into himself, and he then tries to change his attitude and his behavior, because he doesn't want to lose you, and because he's mature enough to understand that love also means to be honest to yourself, to overcome your ego, and this is a man who truly loves you and who's committed to you. And he also opens up to you, even though he's afraid of being vulnerable. And believe me when I say this, every man to a certain extent is afraid of being vulnerable. I mean, when I met my girlfriend, it took me a long time to finally be open and vulnerable. Even though she told me from the get-go that she really appreciates that, but because men are so conditioned nowadays to believe that every woman leaves them when they open up, because that's what most dating coaches for men tell them. It can take a long time until the man that you're with opens up to you. But if he opens up to you, if he trusts you that much, then you can be sure that he loves you, or at least he's in the process of falling in love with you. And when he opens up to you, when a man opens his heart, please understand what it means for him, and please appreciate the fact that he opens up to you. And this man, the man who loves you, gets excited when you say that you want to meet his parents. He gets excited when it comes to the idea of introducing you to his parents, because he can already imagine creating and designing and living a future with you. And he also makes sure that you have enough food, that you have enough water, and that you're taken care of. And it can be these small gestures that mean so much in a relationship. This man wants to make sure that you are okay. Maybe it's just about bringing you a water to bed when you're lying in bed and relaxing. Or it's about asking you what you want to eat when he orders something on Foodpanda. It can be anything. It can be these small things that communicate to you that he loves you. And you can feel that he means it when he says, I love you. You can feel it in your heart. You can feel it in your whole being that this man is honest and authentic when he tells you that he loves you. And that's how you tell if he loves you. And if you not only want him to love you, but you want him to be completely and utterly devoted to you, then you can click on the first link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.